Hello, my fifth graders. Welcome to 3.11. 3? I'm like going way back in time. Let's try that again. Hello, my fifth graders, and welcome to 6.11, which actually is one of my favorite lessons. And I know I say that a lot, so it can't possibly be one of my favorite, but okay. This is one of my favorite lessons. How about that? Because we're using our properties of addition. Use properties. I don't know why I like the properties so much, but I think there's just some like beauty to it. Use properties of addition. Addition. So there are two properties of addition that we're really going to be focused on today, and really it's kind of a weird concept, right? We have the commutative, which says A plus B is the same thing as B plus A. So this is all about the order. How did you order them? Did they follow the same order? The only thing you have to look at is if it's 1/3, it's 1/3 on the other side of the equal sign. If it's 2/3 next, it's 2/3 on the equal sign. Like that's it for commutative. Then becomes associative. Associative. The associative property is all about your associates, your friends, your peers, your amigos, right? So associative is about your groups. How are we going to group these numbers? And so in terms of letters, if I had A plus B plus C, that's the same thing as A plus B plus C, but I might choose to add these two numbers first here, but I could add these two numbers first. Why? Why, mathematicians? Why is that important? It really, really is. So if we were dealing with whole numbers, right? If I had 5 plus 2 plus 5, I don't want to add 5 plus 2 first. That's crazy. I want to add 5 and 5 first, then add the 2, because I can add 10 plus 2 much faster in my head than 7 plus 5. I know I shouldn't. I should be able to do both at equal speeds, but 10 plus 2 is much faster for me. So that's why we would group things differently. Commutative order is all about the order. Associative groups is all about your friends who you're grouping with. Okay, so Miss Gorman, what does this have to do with fractions? I'm so glad you asked, Miss Gorman. Here's what it has to do with fractions. You're going to be looking at problems today and trying to figure out how you want to add them together to make your life easier. Honestly, like that's the whole point of today. How are you going to add these numbers to make them easier for you? And it's almost to a point of like mental math that you should be doing these. So, sorry, I'm looking at the first problem. The first problem has a word problem. Jane and her family are driving. On the first day, they travel 1/3 of the distance. On the second day, they travel 1/3 distance in the morning and then 3/6 in the afternoon. What's their total? So technically, when I write out the problem is 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/6. I should not add these two first. I should add the numbers that have a common denominator first, then deal with this. So look for the things that have a common denominator first, then add the rest. So I would want to use associative property to say, oh, no. I'm not going to add those first. I want to do 1/3 plus 1/3. Then I want to add the 1/6. See how that works? That's what you're going to be doing today. So 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3 plus 1/6. 2/3 is the same thing as 4/6 because times 2 times 2. So my answer is 5/6. Kind of what we're doing today. You're still adding and subtracting fractions, and I know it's still adding and subtracting fractions. If you do not understand order of operation, if you're just like, I don't understand using these properties, I'm just going to add straight across. Could I do that? Absolutely. I could say 1/3 plus 1/6. Okay, I have 2/6 plus 1/6, which is 3/6, plus the 1 plus 2/6, and I get 5/6. You absolutely can still do that. Is it efficient? No. Is it a good use of your time? No. Can you still get the right answer? Yes. Is that the whole point? Yes. Should I stop answering my own questions? Who knows? Here's another problem. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own thing as well. 1/5. This is the problem they give you. 1/5 plus 3/10, then add 2/5. Well, no. If I did the like straight across this way, I'd have to do 2 equivalent fractions. I barely want to do 1 equivalent fractions, you guys, not 2. So what are you going to do? They're asking you to stop and name each property that you use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the order that I write these numbers in. We do this in our head automatically. And I know you guys, I know it seems like ridiculous for me to be asking you this. We automatically were like, well, I'm going to just add these 2 and I just draw lines. I'm like, there's that. But what I'm actually doing is I'm saying, okay, 1/5 plus 2/5 plus 3/10. And the minute I do that, the second I do that, I rewrote them. This, going from this step, this process, to here is the commutative. Because look, you guys, 1/5, yes. Oh, nope. I changed the order. And as soon as I change the order, I'm using the commutative. And I have to change the order because I want to add these 2 first. And then, of course, because I'm adding those 2 first, I'm using associative. So now I'm using associative. I'm going to use associative property to say 1/5 plus 2/5 is 3/5. But it's the better thing to do. 3/5 is the same thing as 6/10. 6/10 plus 3/10 is 9/10, and that's our final answer. Do you have to know which properties you're using? Not really. You're only going to be using commutative and associative, but you should know that this is a legal move because the commutative property of addition allows us to change the order. I'm going to do one more before that's it. Let's see what that's nice. That one's fine. All right, we'll do this one. 1/5 plus, oh, and here's the good news, you guys. All of your work today is going to be addition because you can't have commutative property of multiplication, or sorry, commutative property of subtraction. 1/2 plus 2/5. I could just like straight up go this way, add these 2 and then add that, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to switch the order. I'm going to say 1/5 plus 2/5 plus 1/2. To go from here to here is commutative. My order changed. All right, now I'm going to group them. And because I'm grouping them, that's associative. 2 plus 1 is 3. All right, now I need to find common denominators. This is the property of 1 for multiplication. That's just Squareman talking. 1 times 5 is 5. See, this is why I like it up and down, but I'm still going to keep going. Times 2, times 2, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 9 tenths. No, it's not. 6 plus 5 is 11 tenths, which is 110, 1, with 1 out of the 10 remaining. That's your final answer. All right, you guys, that's it for today. Today we are focusing on the commutative property of addition and the associative. Commutative is that commuting process. It's just changing of the order. Associative is how you group them. If your numbers that you are grouping changed, then you're using associative. All right, you guys, I will see you later or see you another day.